at Cambridge Community Television, courtesy of Arnagolia Productions. You saw them Friday night at the Bridgewell Gala drinking a lot of Guinness, and they're here for you tonight on St. Patrick's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Anything Goes with Larry and Ray.
Yes.
Alrighty, beautiful.
Can't beat that intro.
Alright, kick it over, my friend. Come on, get the chance. This is a bit of a work in progress, even though it's our 12th show. But,
I love that theme. It never gets old. Never gets old.
Alright, giddy up. Beautiful. Here we are.
Boys and girls, here we are.
Wow.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Push over a little bit.
What are you doing?
Well, we're going to have to make room eventually.
Alright,
get
fine.
comfortable.
Be like that.
Alright. So how are you doing?
We're a little late. Good. A little frazzled as usual. We're scrambling.
Why are you so frazzled? I'm very refreshed.
It's very tight, you know, between shows. We got to get on. We have a fantastic guest waiting in the wings.
That's true. Dr. Mal adjusted. We'll get to Dr. Mal soon.
We don't want to give it away. Let's just say the guest is a bit of a clown.
You know me. The cat's always out of the bag.
Yeah.
You have to talk in that direction. But
so doing good.
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And what is this? Season 2?
I think you got to back it up though. This actually is our first show of 2019.
Is it really?
Not?
Wow.
Because of course we got bumped twice by CCTV. You know, with the third Sunday of every month. We had, what did we have? MLK Day. We got bumped. We had President's Day. We got bumped. Did we get noticed by the way?
Even Pie Day. Pie Day was a few days ago, the 14th. Nobody told us. Well, we don't get free pie.
The 14th?
Yeah, remember pie, 3.14?
Okay, yeah, but that was like a Tuesday.
I know, I wanted to throw it in there.
A Monday.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't know what it was.
So anyway, things are good. We had a few things going on. You went to my fantastic company agency gala.
That's true.
A few nights ago.
I did.
And first of all, thank you for coming.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You made an amazing donation.
Yeah, you know, I like to give to the people.
Not my company, but I'm one of many. I'm a cog, is what I am. So basically I have a company, or I work for a company called Bridgewell. We had a big gala, and it's a non-profit for folks with disabilities.
Yes, and a very worthwhile organization, to say the least.
I wanted to get your brief impressions of the event.
Well, I was very moved, actually.
Yeah.
They did a wonderful tribute to the CEO. That was there for 35 years.
Yep, sadly passed.
Yes, that was very sad, but boy, was she loved.
She was.
I mean, a tremendous force in the industry.
And you were pretty moved. I saw you to the point where you actually gave a very nice donation.
Yes,
I won't say how much, but
well,
you did.
Actually, when I went home and told my wife what I gave, she said, "That's all you gave."
Yeah.
She wanted me to buy the iPads and the iPods and the.
Next time
perhaps, you know.
Because they have different levels.
You have to get her there because you can just easily get to her emotions easily.
But you gave what they call the Golden Circle donation, I think, which is good.
Yeah,
it's not the platinum.
No,
Gold's okay.
Platinum.
I gave a donation. It's a little lower. It might not be the Golden Circle. It might be more like the burnt umber crayon, or maybe the crime scene outline donation. Not a lot.
Well, you know, it's a chalk exercise. It's fun to play at home.
It was, but it was a great event, and hope you guys can come next year.
Well, we'll definitely come. Absolutely. I mean, it included beer and wine, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention very tasty hors d'oeuvres.
In fact, you seem a little looser than usual because I think you had a few sips of Merlot.
Well, finally, they're having a little cocktail party. I thought it was for the show, but they're doing an art exhibit today, and the nice part is they're serving wine, which finally we're getting something back. Right? We've been giving and giving.
Just don't get sick on set and we'll be fine.
No, I'm good for 22 more minutes, and then I may fall asleep at the wheel.
So anyway, the gala, again, thank you for coming. It was a great event for everybody.
Was.
It raised, whatever, almost
$338,000.
Right, and a lot of that was your money.
Well, no, that's not.
A very small amount.
It was very small.
Yeah, but it was good.
But you know, every bit counts.
Sure.
Yeah.
We also had, I won't tell the audience what birthday it was,
that's okay,
but it was, all right, it was your 80th birthday.
All right, that's.
It was Larry's 60th. Yeah. That's 60, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't look a day over 58.
Yeah,
it was.
It was a surprise.
A surprise? Were you really surprised? Talk me through it a little bit.
All right, so I was really surprised. So.
Where was it?
It was at the Hampshire House, which is
home of Cheers.
Cheers restaurant in the basement, and then the Hampshire House. And so I actually had my 50th birthday party there.
Right, so we waited 10 years in the parking lot for the 60th.
Yeah. So I woke up that Saturday morning, the Saturday before my birthday, and of course I'm very suspicious by nature.
Because he's married to,
a radiologist.
A radiologist.
Right? Yeah, she sees through everything.
You can get x-rayed at any time in your sleep. It's been happened. Go ahead, though, but it was a great
So I woke up, I'm thinking, all right, the birthday's got to be tonight.
Do the call coming through? No, it's not like it. I thought we did.
Yeah, Rhonda the dog walker. She promised me she's going to call in either this show or the next show. So anyways, I woke up, I'm thinking there's going to be a party tonight. So I'm getting ready. I went to the gym. I actually turned my knee a little bit on the treadmill. And I'm thinking, because I love to dance, people that know me, I'm thinking, well, this isn't going to slow me down. So I'm just going to wrap myself up in cellophane, and I'm going out.
Yeah.
whatever it takes. So the day is going along. All of a sudden, Anna's friend calls and says, "Hey, let's go to a Boston Medical Center hospital party in January. It was postponed. It happens to be at the Hampshire House." So of course I'm thinking this is just a little
And I might
ruse.
add, she
Right.
created this beautiful ruse where they actually
Yeah.
had a sign saying Boston Medical
Yeah, in the
extravaganza
lobby. That's
going
kind of,
on.
that was really, I was totally suspicious until I saw that sign.
It takes quite a
It
bribe.
looked totally legit, and I'm going, oh,
Yeah.
it's not going to be my party. I was, because as you know, I'm kind of self-focused, right?
Yeah, you could
And
be,
I'm
on
wanting
occasion.
my party. It's nice to have other parties, but where's my party?
Yeah, you
Right?
you want every day to be a
Well,
party.
I'm always, I listen to WIIFM just like
I
everybody
have no
else.
idea what that is.
What's in it for me? All right.
So anyway, you walk in, hundreds of people, maybe
Yeah.
150 people were there.
Yeah, well, 60.
Well, I'm including the wait staff and people staying in the hotel as guests.
That's true.
Yeah.
In that case, there was quite a crowd.
It was great though,
Yeah.
and I got to tell you, looking at you dance, I mean, you turned the clock back at least 30 years. I've seen you do moves you haven't done in 25
Yeah,
or 30
I did the
years.
fall back. I do this routine where I fall back. It's like you trust the person they're gonna catch you, and it's really an optical illusion.
You got 3 concussions that way last
Yeah,
year, by the way.
and they toss me back into the crowd.
Totally tossed.
Right? Although I'm really doing my own
Yeah.
forward motion, but it looks good.
Maybe next episode we could show some
Yeah.
stills of that,
Yeah.
or maybe a video of your cake dance, which is phenomenal.
Perhaps.
How you didn't knock over those candles, I'll never know.
I know. So,
But it was a good time.
as you can see, the bewitching hour is here.
We're gonna bring
and
our guest
this show
on.
will go by like that, so we're going to get right into our fantastic guest. Before our guest comes up, though, I would love to introduce our fantastic guest. We're so excited. So, drum roll, please. So, tonight, in studio, we have Dr. Maladjusted.
Maladjusted.
That's right. Dr. Maladjusted is a member of the Laughter League and is one of 9 hospital clowns at Children's Hospital Boston. Dr. Mal has been a Boston theater artist for over 20 years. Mal is the co-founder of Queer Soup Theater and co-creator of the Pineapple Project, a children's show that celebrates gender diversity.
How about that?
Mal is also a camp clown at the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, which I believe is the Paul Newman
Which used to be the
affiliated-
crack in the wall, I believe, and expanded.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the Hole in the Wall Gang, which I'm sure Mal will talk to us about, and he's also a volunteer with the Animal Rescue League, which I am a huge fan of because I actually have a rescue dog. Her name is Chen, and we love our dog. And he is an Mal is an actor. Sorry, with Boston's Playwright Theater. Please welcome Dr. Maladjusted.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Mal.
Let's get on
What do you want me
set
to
here.
say? What do you want to say?
We
What do
want
I
you to
say?
come
As long
in
as you're on
screen.
set, come on, we're a very close family.
Yeah, now you're really the only professional.
Can you get in there? Okay,
theater-
get close to
No,
the
I'll
computer.
push
Yeah,
my
right in
way
front of the
in.
keyboard.
Yeah.
I'll push my way in.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to grab something here, and we're good to
Please.
go. Beautiful.
Is this
Thank
my
you.
water? Is it room
Yes.
temperature like I asked in my contract?
Yeah, that's true.
And the
And,
red M&Ms
Oh,
are out there.
delicious.
What about the
Cambridge
Oreos?
water.
You have
Yeah.
a lot of demands. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Nice
Let's
meeting
even-
you
It's
all.
great to meet you. So, we've been waiting, really, you have no idea, Mal. But
Are
we've
you
been
guys
wait-
on camera enough? I feel like it's all me.
Well,
No, let's scoot
well,
over.
actually, there you go. Yeah. Okay,
guys all
let's,
right?
let's
Get you guys
centered.
on. There we go. Let's like,
Yeah, okay,
That's
okay.
good.
We
There we
want to
go,
get
there we
centered.
go.
Okay, is that
Okay.
better?
If there's any closer, I'd be behind
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you
Sure.
for coming.
And thanks for having this place so convenient to me. I live
Right.
on Essex Street, which is about 3 blocks.
Yeah, we actually
Well,
moved the studio closer
we
to
did.
you by
Thank
half a
you so
mile.
much.
It's like a mass
Right.
unit. It's on wheels.
we said
These
whatever it
human
takes.
beings are amazing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've been a human being
You know,
for at least 20
I
years.
mean, rescue
That's
animals
not
are
me.
the best, but next to rescue animals, we're not bad.
You're not
Yeah.
bad at all.
We're not as affectionate. Although Larry
But
does
we are
purr.
loyal.
Well,
Are we
yeah,
not?
come on.
No,
yeah,
actually,
it's
we're
all
not
right.
that
It's all
loyal, to be
right.
honest
No, we
with
have
you.
a row for 2 there. Yeah.
So,
Well, thanks for having me.
Mal,
Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Please
and
do.
be free to
I'll
go
try
off
and
on.
use,
We wanna learn
complete
about you.
sentences.
And like my little wind-up toy here, it's okay to go off on tangents and
Right.
stop and
Tangentially
sentences.
awesome.
Yeah, that's his nickname, Mr. Tangential.
that's true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
may
do
I
it up.
start?
Of course, I
Please.
prefer
We
it.
would love to know,
Yeah.
where do you spend most of your time clowning? We realize you are with Boston's Children's Hospital, and that's
Yeah,
how we
but-
were introduced to you.
Right.
But we'd love to hear more about your clowning, and we're all, because usually I understand
Sure.
you probably have other gigs as well.
So I work for the Laughter League,
Yeah.
which is a wonderful nonprofit that does several things. But one of the main things they do is professional healthcare clowning.
Yep.
So I'm a professional healthcare clown, and I work with the team. It's now 11. You said 9, but it's now
Oh,
11 because
great.
we've hired a couple of folks.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Everybody is amazing, and we work at our particular team of 11 works at Boston Children's in Boston and Hasbro Children's in Providence, Rhode
Right,
Island.
I'm familiar with that hospital.
So usually there's 11 of us, but we're all professional performers. So that's one of our main day jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm doing that a couple times a week, maybe 3,
Yeah.
either at Hasbro or Boston or both. And I've been a professional hospital clown, healthcare clown since 1997.
Wow, that's 22 years.
My first
you
day
and
on the
me.
job was April
In clown
1st.
years, that's like
Oh
60.
wow, we're
Which
coming
was
up in your anniversary.
appropriate.
That is,
Yeah,
wow.
good for you, of course.
So it's probably, it is the best, calling it a job just doesn't give it the
Right,
breadth of
right.
what the experience is. It's been
Yeah.
a life experience that's made me the human being I am today,
Yes.
which I hope is a good person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just whenever I go to work, it's a daily reminder of
Yeah.
what it is to be human
Yeah.
and what's important
Yeah.
and how kindness and being in the moment and all those things just are a part of our job, but we get it's such a privilege doing this work.
Yes. It
And to
must be
work
so
at both
rewarding.
of those institutions,
Right.
which are so amazing to be a part of. People, I get the question as a healthcare clown. You get the question. We get the question a lot. I don't think I could ever do that. How do you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
And walking into a pediatric facility
Mm-hmm.
is not depressing. People think it would be depressing because sick kids,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to remember that at the heart of a kid, whether they're sick or not, is play, is fun,
Yep.
is being present, being in the moment, is laughter, and even when a kid is sick, that is still true.
And they feed
our-
off your energy.
and
I'm sure you
we
bounce
feed
it
off of
back.
theirs.
Right.
You know,
Yes,
our
yes.
job as clowns is to contribute to the TLC that's in these buildings. Everybody who works there is dedicated to making sure that the families and the patients get the best care.
Wonderful.
And so we're there just to contribute to that, be part of that, and remind people, and especially kids, that you're a kid and you may be sick right now or you may be dealing with something very traumatic, but we're going to remind you that you're a kid and let's play, and whatever that means in the moment. So
Right.
it's such a privilege to do the
Yeah.
work.
So you always sort of had this in you, even when you were a kid. Did you feel like you wanted to sort of be there for people in school, be the class
That's a
clown, for
really-
example?
That's a really good question. I dealt. Good question.
I got a good question.
Growing up, I grew up on the South Shore.
Oh, I did too, by the way.
I did too.
Where?
Randolph.
Oh, I grew
Dedham.
up in Hingham. Okay,
Nice.
I
I
lived in
got
Dedham for like 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Wow, I knew you
And
looked familiar.
I'm still here.
Yeah, Randolph and Hingham we sort of
We survived it.
played football against each
Exactly.
other.
Yeah.
So, but
Flag football.
growing up in the,
No
I was
violence.
born in '65. I know I don't look it,
Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Yeah.
but I grew up in the
That's the
70s
year
and
I
80s.
moved to Randolph.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Growing up, somebody who I knew from a very early age that was different. I didn't know the word gay or anything like that,
Yeah.
or queer or anything like that. But humor was how I could
Yeah.
outwardly deal
Right,
with
right.
the stuff going on
Yeah.
inside that I couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
So I've always used humor as a way,
Yeah.
first of all, to protect myself, but later in life as a way to connect with people.
Yes.
Wow, that's a great
Yeah.
answer.
And
Yeah.
so, being a healthcare clown, using laughter and humor as a way to connect with people is
Right.
something that gives me such
Yeah.
joy too.
I was very shy as a young
Yeah,
child, and
I
I used
can't
humor.
imagine.
I really,
It's
humor,
hard to believe now, I
It
tell
helped
you.
me come out of my shell, really.
Yes.
And he means that
Yeah.
literally. He actually
Yeah.
had a shell for like 13 years.
Wow, you're like a bird.
I believe it was
Kind
like
of,
a robin's
I
egg.
guess-
wasn't it?
Pterodactyl.
I slept in one actually, a little shell. I cracked
did.
it open.
Why can't pterodactyls go to the bathroom?
Why?
Because they don't know where the pee is.
See? Get it?
I told that joke wrong, but I didn't
get
know.
it, I
I
know.
had a little kid at the hospital tell me a joke about a pterodactyl, and I didn't know pterodactyl started with a P, so I didn't get the
Oh,
joke.
I get
And
it now.
my clown partner said, "It starts with a P." I'm like,
Yeah.
boom, light
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
off.
yeah.
So we learn more
And it's
from the kids, and they
even better with a
learn from
clown
us.
outfit
You know what I
to
mean?
do it.
I understand.
Anything's funny with a clown outfit.
Yeah.
I understand the clowns, lots of clowns have different specialties. Like I was talking to Jay Stewart,
Yes.
and he was telling me how you know, sometimes you can't get through to a kid with using a certain type of whatever your specialty might be, but then maybe they bring in somebody that I hear somebody does like Disney singing, and that gets through to the kids. I was just wondering, did you have any specialties or any like?
No, I'm just stupid.
Well, that always works. That's
Stupid works. Look at it.
It's funny because I got it. I got this job just kind of out of a curiosity for an audition I saw posted in '97 in the Globe.
Wow.
I was doing a lot. I was in an improv group and doing some theater.
Improv.
And a friend of mine said, "Hey, did you see this ad in the Globe for they're looking for hospital clowns?"
Wow.
And I was like, no idea what that entails, but it would be good experience to audition.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was in '97.
So what type of training does it involve? Is there a clown school? Is there intense classes?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you have to get
everybody
certain
finds their different avenue or road to the work, I think, for me, and all the team members have a background. Everybody's a professional performer in one capacity or another. My background is in theater and improv and a little bit of stand-up and life.
Yeah.
And other people have background like Jay Stewart. You mentioned Jay Stewart is one of the team leaders that I work with. His background is in professional clowning. He was a circus clown with Ringling for a few years.
Really? Wow.
He taught at Ringling Clown College for a long time. But then we have other performers that come from musical theater, or they come from family entertainment, or so everybody comes with a background, a full resume of where they performed, how they performed, and from that moment they get trained into what it is to work in the hospital, which is a completely different theater. And so we need to be trained on sensitivity, hygiene, what's appropriate in terms of age, development-wise.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah,
how do you
not just
all that
that,
stuff.
right.
And,
Not just right in there.
and just having an innate sense of when you walk in a room, what's going to work in this room, and if it doesn't work, you ditch it and go to the next thing. And that's why we work in partners, because one partner may see something or be aware of something, and the other partner may not be clued into yet. And so we work together. It's also funnier when you have two people.
Exactly.
And I
Except
can
in our
say,
case,
to
you know.
these two idiots, it's funnier when you have somebody to work off of.
Yes.
To create routine and create a lot of what we do is improv, but our job is to empower the kids. So the kids are the boss of the clowns. Us clowns are miserable failures, and we can't succeed unless we have the kids help.
Well, part of it's the
kind
floppy shoes.
That's
and
kind
that,
of the foundation of our work in the hospital. So
that's
we
pretty
fail,
awesome.
the kid succeeds, and we get a lot of laughs.
That's
in
great.
between. So yeah.
Ask your next
One
question,
way.
Raven, while I find my
You can
my
use some
prop.
money already?
I wanted to find my prop.
There you
time.
go, right?
Because actually Ray and I want to become hospital clowns. We want to see if 11 can become 13.
Hey,
So how do we
We'll
get
put you
in on
through
the show?
paces. Well, like I said, you gotta have
This
a
whole thing's an
resume
audition.
of a professional performance background, and then we do auditions, and those auditions include, you know, improv exercises, maybe some kind of if you have a skill that you wanna show.
I don't know if we have any
that
skills.
skill.
I don't think so. I
I play the trumpet.
But there you
Does
go.
that count?
Yeah.
Well, music is universal.
Right.
And when we work in children's hospitals, there's people from many backgrounds who may not speak English or who may
Good
be
point.
different.
Yeah.
Different
Everybody understands
cultures,
funny and
so
music.
we do a lot of physical stuff. A lot of our stuff is we don't want to base everything on speaking. If that's we do speak, but if we know some family doesn't speak English or there's another way we can connect with them, music is huge because everybody can connect with music.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Is there any cultural faux pas? You deal with people from different backgrounds, diverse backgrounds, not just sexual orientation, but countries, different things.
Yes.
Now, is it a faux pas? You know, you have a family there in a very serious situation, a kid. Anything that's sort of taboo in the clown? You know,
That's a really good
environment?
question. I mean, we don't do this work in a bubble, although we blow bubbles. And that's bubbles are also
I love those
universal,
huge
'cause everybody
bubbles. Where do you get those
loves
huge
bubbles.
bubble things?
Well, I don't know.
My birthday is coming
We
up.
try and keep in control in the hospital because we don't want to douse a kid in bubbles. But bubbles are big too.
And they're hygienic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what they're made out of. If you don't want to do a vodka
Yeah,
bubble.
well, you don't
when
use
floating around,
pickle
you know.
juice or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
cool.
we rely a lot on staff. We work very closely, and we're under the umbrella of the Child Life Department, and Child Life specialists are who we go to, as well as nursing staff, etc. In terms of we get a breakdown of who's on the floor, what's going on, just a little bit enough of information for us to be able to go into that room and start something.
And you know right away, he can read the room, which
Yeah.
Barry tries to do when he does stand-up.
Exactly. And it's the
Sometimes he
same,
doesn't
it's the
read it
same
right.
thing
You
once
know
you have that,
what-
you
know
make
what-
that
yeah.
quick assessment,
Right.
and then you go from there. So
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
a little bit of information helps us
Sure.
be aware, and also working in environments, we try to learn about different cultures so that we can respect certain customs that exist, and so they can look at the clowns
Right.
as part of the family in the hospital that helps take care of them.
Yeah. In our next few minutes, we just have a few more questions as we have to kind of wrap up in about
Well, we
3
have
minutes.
Already?
We
Not
have-
yet, no, but I want to make sure we're getting all of our
Yeah,
good
yeah.
questions out there. Are there any kids that are afraid of, there's sort of a stigma sometimes
Yes,
of clowns,
yes.
which I know isn't a good thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you have to combat that ever, or is a kid at first
That's
get
an
scared?
awesome question.
Wow, wow.
Three
It's an
awesome
awesome.
questions. You still thought of
I
that?
have none.
He's hired.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I wrote the questions, so just so you know.
I did it right here, Ray. That's right. We're a group.
Yeah.
You know, we're more like Ike and Tina Turner.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see
no.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
You've got the
I
legs.
think
Sure.
that because. And it's only true really in the United States, this culture of fear of clowns,
Exactly.
because we
Yeah.
have things like Stephen King who wrote
Yeah.
it,
Right,
and all
right.
those things, and Halloween is like, you know, all those scary masks
Yeah,
that go out in the
yeah.
world.
Yes.
So
Right,
there
right.
is that something, I think, but if we're given the opportunity to have the kids see us and see that we're not like any, because those things are not clowns. Those things
They're
the
monsters,
things
right?
that are scary are monsters.
Right.
And also, they may be thinking of the clowns that are in circuses, which wear a lot of makeup because the crowds are so far away that they have to be able to read expressions.
Right, right.
But in a hospital setting, and I have a couple of photos I can show you.
Oh, yeah.
In the hospital, we wear minimal makeup. We wear costume makeup.
Right.
We're parroting doctors, so we're
Right.
taking away the fear of
You
doctors.
get the white
wearing
lab
coats
coat,
and
right?
so if we can get and everybody in the hospital learns that they introduce us not as, hey, do you like clowns? Because if anybody was
Yeah,
asked that question
yeah.
and didn't see us, they'd be
Yeah.
like, no thanks.
Yeah. After seeing the Stephen
But
King
they say,
movie.
hey, do you wanna meet my fun friends, or do you wanna, I got some
Right,
funny friends,
right.
and then they see who we are, and we don't,
Yeah.
you know, we assess. We if they're little kids or whatever, we keep our distance and let them check us out for a few minutes. We don't go
Good.
rushing
Hey,
in.
here
We let
comes
them
a group
assess.
of
Well,
Mary
Hey, happy
makers.
St. Pat! Wow, look at
Yeah.
that suit,
Yeah.
full green.
Constant reminder, boy,
Yeah.
we better stay in the studio. Those
Yeah.
kids don't look
Did you
so
want
good
to,
out
since
there.
we're running down to less than a minute, did you want to show a few of
Oh,
them?
Try to get
yeah.
you one.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
She'll be right
Hurry
back. Well, she's getting.
Why
well,
don't you, when you want to do the close-up, Chef?
Yeah, let's try to
For
see
now?
if we can somehow.
Yeah.
We'll get you on there
Yeah.
now. Bear with us, folks.
Actually, if you want to come over here and
Yeah,
Just hold it up to the camera. We
I
can't
think
really
you have to
get
go over there a
closer.
little bit. With that's the second camera,
Oh,
and that way it's more of a close-up.
Look, there you go.
that's
Can
our
you folks-
logo,
Yeah.
gang.
Can you guys see that?
Right?
So this is a little bit smaller, but we did a big benefit at the Calderwood Pavilion in November,
Uh-huh.
and this is the thank you card that.
Wow. Whoops.
Whoops!
That's
I'm getting
okay.
used to this, gang.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, look at
is-
that. There you go.
This is the stage.
Yeah.
Now, how many people are there? and
That's
Who are
cool.
they?
That's all our team right
That's
there.
the team. Okay.
Yeah. And
Why don't we
this-
have time for one more picture, and then we're gonna have
This
to
is
say
me.
goodbye.
This is me and Doc Skeeter with a few of our patients at
Okay.
Children's.
Thank
And,
you,
Thank you,
everybody.
guys. We're gonna wrap
Thank you,
up. We're gonna
Dr.
try to
Mel,
have
Justin.
Mal back in the
Bring it
future.